it's snowing again. I got 6 more hours left on the drive. Snow. High desert, junipers, pinyon pines, steep curvy road, snow. And then it'll be like this for another 20 minutes, and then it'll be clear, then it'll be snow again, clear. Coming up on Las Vegas, New Mexico. That's where I'm at right now. Snow. So road conditions are worsening, and there's extreme road condition advisory here for the next several miles at least. And then right at the New Mexico-Colorado border, right at the port of entry, it's closed. They're saying it's just too bad. So they got everything northbound closed. I will not likely see my family tonight, like I've been hoping. So I'm pretty livid. Pretty pissed off. You know. All of this so people can get their groceries, you know. I mean, it's a big thing, it's an important job, but man, it's annoying having to do it. When you're out there doing it and, you know, you haven't seen your family for a long time, it's pretty tough. It's not cool. Okay, so driving conditions got really horrible there for a while, and they're still not good. We got a lot of blowing snow on the road, and I couldn't take the time to show you. I just was white knuckling it, and it was just at one point about 20 yards ahead of me. I couldn't see them until they were right about 20 yards ahead of me. There was two officers, cars, lights on and everything. Just couldn't see it until you were right there. So that's the kind of visibility you're looking at. They were pushing someone back onto the road. So they were helping somebody. So there was 3 vehicles at least. And people in or out of the vehicles could have very easily, going anything over 35 miles an hour, could have very easily ran into them. So that's the kind of situation I'm looking at. Now it's looking bad again. And the vehicle in front of me is really slow. It's going to make me lose momentum going uphill. That's really bad. Okay, so roads are still really bad right now, but I need to take a minute while it's fresh in my head to tell you guys this. There was a little Nissan Sentra. Probably shouldn't be on the road. Okay, but he is. And he lost his traction so much that he had to slow down. I was really close. I was gonna hit him, and I was gonna try and veer off to the left. The right is a ditch. There's nothing over there, and I mean ditch. And so I was gonna go to the left into the left lane to get around him because I just wasn't. He lost his traction too fast, and I was gonna hit him. And then I look in the left mirror, and there's an SUV right next to me. And he'd been following me for a number of miles, was being good, staying behind me, but then decided at that moment to pass me up. So if you're looking at adverse conditions, unless you're getting waved on by the trucker and there's something wrong with his vehicle or something, you know, do not pass them up. They're driving at the safe speed. I don't care what you think you know, don't do it, because I was in a situation where I almost had to choose between him or the Nissan in front of me, and I would have chose him because with him I would have just, he's a bigger vehicle, I would have just ran him off the road, maybe hit him a little bit, but the Nissan I would have gone clean over and, you know, just demolished the vehicle and whoever was in it. So I would have chosen the person who decided to pass me up. As much as it don't really appreciate the Nissan even being on the road right now, I would have chose the SUV. So don't pass their trucks in adverse weather conditions unless they're telling you to. You keep your distance, stay behind them, and just take your time. I don't care what you think you got going ahead of you. I don't care why you're impatient. I don't care. I don't care what you think you know. You don't. All right. Not out of the woods, but man, I'm out of that. You know, that bit of that stretch of road was really horrible. So, unfortunately, though, I do not have a clue anything about the road closure up there. New Mexico's like DOT or whatever, what have you, website has like hands-free options, but I only have extended network right now. It's not letting me look anything up, and I don't have a CB because I can't afford one right now, and that would be really good because then I can at least maybe, you know, get a hold of one of the stadies or something and see if they know anything. But I'm just driving kind of blind right now. If I see a good truck stop, maybe they'll have internet. I can check it out. I got to take a half-hour break at some point anyways, and then that would be a good, safe place to hang out. At mile marker 4:14, if I remember right, the closure was around 4:48 or something like that. So hopefully within the next 30 miles, there'll be something. I've never done this drive, so I'm a little bit shooting in the dark. And then the last time I did it, it was nighttime, and I just was driving through, so I couldn't tell you what's out here. So, long story short, it's still the northbound I-25 is closed at the border, and now I have waited long enough to get to the point where I don't have enough DOT hours to get back, even if they opened it up. So I'm stuck here for sure, at least another 10 hours, when I was expecting to be able to see my family tonight. So that's what's going on. Hopefully it gets better. Beautiful morning. About a little bit of product placement. Yeah, so how that works. If I do it like that. It is 6:40 in the morning. It's expecting me to be back over by my house at about 11:40. We'll see if that happens. I'll probably be going all the way to the terminal. So again, I will not be seeing my family the way I thought. So that's what the plan is. They say that it's still supposed to be severe driving conditions. So far, when New Mexico has said severe driving conditions, if they didn't say anything specific, like packed snow, blowing snow, you know, things like that, slick roads, if it just said something in general, it's kind of been laughable. And it was updated at like 3 in the morning, so we'll see. I will determine whether or not they are severe driving conditions. I don't know if I've just been christened by driving in the mountains, in the Rocky Mountains, and these things, or, you know, New Mexico just doesn't have the same weather Colorado has. I don't know. Anyways, beautiful morning. It's beautiful. I love it when the desert's covered in snow. It's something that I think is really beautiful. Okay, so I'm in the Springs, Colorado Springs. It is 10 o'clock in the morning, and all the weather is beautiful. My ETA currently is 12:13 p.m. Alright, just fueled up at the truck stop by the terminal. I'm calling it done. Took 2 days, but it's done. Hope you guys enjoyed it.